Hey everyone, and welcome back to Campaign 3! We've done it. We're back after like a long baby break. You see the fruits of our labor actually, maybe sometimes if you look up to Alinav. Because like our baby's sadly, yeah, there's the hand. Because she sadly doesn't sleep, so it may be that Alinav will from time to time vanish, but it's fine. Also, I want to welcome her onto this group because she's, first of all, sad news. Crozier sadly can't play because of work reasons. But he will watch it and maybe have a guest spot from time to time. However, in replacement, Alinav will join us, which is my wife and lovely mother of my two children, which is also what I've been doing in the time that, we took a break. But now, since there's a bit more time, we all decided that it was so fun to play for Campaign 1 and Campaign 2. So we wanted to give it another go, which is what we're doing now. So Aaron, welcome back. Maybe before we start actually going into the game, every one of you, can we do a quick introduction round? Just like who you are, what you're doing, and just so people just get to know each other. Well, let's start from the top right. Lothari, who are you?
Hi, I'm Lethari. My actual IRL name is Lorraine Wilson. I am a game writer. I'm currently working on a kind of quasi-announced project, so I'm going to be careful and not go into too much detail. But I make video games for a living and I enjoy storytelling, which is why I love this so much. I live a very simple life.
All right. Miss Lady J.
Well, I'm Miss Lady J, or Jess, if you want to call me by my real name. I'm also a Twitch streamer for Gwent, and during the day I work as a Call of Duty game manager for a company that creates tournaments for that game. So I recruit streamers and communities to play in those.
Cool. Ryan Godric, who this?
Hello, I'm Ryan, and I enjoy playing D&D and other games, and I talk about games for a living, or at least communicate about games and with games communities. I'm a community manager, and I'm looking forward to this.
Awesome. Enough. I mean, I gave a little bit of intro, but anything you want to add yourself?
So I am a chemistry laboratorian.
She has a real job, not like...
So she's the smart one.
No. At the moment, I am the proud mother of two beautiful girls, and yes, that's all.
Yeah, it's very time-consuming, as you can see. Forever CA, what's up?
I don't have as such good credentials as other people here, but I am Miss Lady J's brother. A big D&D fan, dungeon master, now player. All I can say.
All right. And last but not least, Celie.
Hello, I'm Celie, and maybe you've seen me around in the Gwent community because I stream Gwent quite a bit. I also enjoy casting Gwent, and I like games, video games, everything like that. D&D is cool because it's a base to a lot of the games that I've played before, but never actually played D&D before Campaign 2. And that was my first go. I feel a bit more maybe knowledgeable in D&D this time around, so I'm really excited for campaign number 3 to see where it goes.
Also, I promise that I won't misgender you this time. It will be way easier.
Thank you. It's going to be a bit easier this time.
All right. And, well, I have been now streaming with those guys since, I think, 3 years, right? Before
Has it been so long already?
Yeah, I think so, actually.
Yeah.
I think it's just under 3 years.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, before that I've been streaming quite a bit. Now I'm actually working as producer. I can show you a lot of cool projects probably soon. But until then I will be and I will wait for some news on my end. There will be some news coming soon. That's it, I think, for introductions. Then we head straight into the game. So, we also have a brand new intro. So I think we'll roll with that. So let's go. would say, let's go. As our story begins, as all good stories do, on the toilet. Caliph.
Oh God.
You've been enjoying a drink with Morpheus and Alva, and, well, you know, some things that go in need to go out. So you went outside, you went to the board, and as you sit down on this wooden bar that just leads to a big hole, well, below, you really realize for the first time in actually quite a while that there's just peace. You have been traveling through planes. You have been enjoying a life of solitude. For the first time, actually, and this is strange that you feel this on the toilet, but there's like the sense of relief, the sense of there's no impressioning right now. You're just you. And maybe for all the people, can you describe Caliph a little bit?
Yeah. Caliph is an elf, a wood elf of origin, but she doesn't look of this world. And that's not because she's from somewhere else, but she has had a rather interesting experience recently that has changed her. She has very sallow, very pale skin that, when you look closely, is almost translucent in color, or rather in lighting, question mark? I don't know how physics works. She has silvery hair. She's quite tall. She has what looks to be like 2 scars, one on each side of her neck. And
All right.
yeah, that's really all there is to it. She's in traveler's clothes. She's got a conch on her neck, around her neck, I should say, and otherwise looks like someone who has been on the road for a while. Clothes are in relatively poor condition. Looks a bit, for lack of a better word, soggy.
All right, you sit there on this wooden bar and you contemplate all the last days and what actually happened. And, well, you finish the business, and there, like, there's like this, what's it called? I'm really trying to figure out the word. It's not a bottle. It's like, you know, where you pour water in and then you turn
A jug.
A jug.
Oh, a bucket.
Rough.
A bucket, even better. Bucket is
A
good.
bucket.
Thank you very much. A bucket. There's a bucket of water. So, like, as you figured out, like, this is not the best of all taverns that you've been in, and this seems to be the bucket where people wash their hands. Question is, you use it?
Yes,
All right.
I do.
Oh, by the way,
Yes.
Karina is crying. Just pretty loud. Just saying. Sorry.
Combo breaker.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. You reach like the hands into the water, and as soon as you touch the water, like you feel as there's something in there. Like, and you pull it out again, but you look at in it, but it's just like ripples. And you look again, and for a second, an eye flashes, and from the from the bucket, you hear like a small whisper. I see you, Landwalker.
Do I recognize this voice?
Yes, very much.
Okay.
But it's
well,
not in your head. It's
I kind of swallow and think to myself, well, this was nice while it lasted. I await further instruction. I guess I look around to see whether there is anyone, and then I whisper back, I see you too. Nothing.
Just the eye's gone again. Like the
Yeah.
bucket is as still as before.
I grumble, annoyed, saying like, oh, I wish they'd at least be a little bit more
Okay. You open
specific.
up the toilet, and in front of the toilet, like this little wooden toilet house, so to say, in front of you stands a mountain of a woman. She's like dead big muscles, you know, and bloody from the top to the bottom. Like not entirely. She has this white. How much like words elude me today? Like a butcher's overthrow, so to say. And she also
Apron.
has
Apron.
yeah, thank you very much. And she also has a butcher's knife in hand, and she looks at you. It's like, you thought you could evade me? You're coming with me.
I don't know who you are.
I'm the butcher of this town.
Well, yes, I saw that, but were you looking for me?
Yes. You're a stranger in
okay.
Red Luck. Every stranger in Red Luck has to report to the butcher.
Why?
She looks at you confused. We keep the peace.
Oh, not that kind of butcher. Okay. Okay. I don't want any trouble, so...
That's good. That's a good attitude. Over there. She leads the way.
I follow.
Cool. Morpheus and Alva. You're currently sitting in the tavern. The tavern that is called the Helmet High Sun. There is not a lot of stuff currently going on. There are some patrons in there, like one elderly fellow who's currently who was asleep as you entered, but now like currently looks from his table like who the strange guests are that have been like, joining this tavern of late. There are two halflings that are currently giving out drinks to you, and I don't know. Morpheus, want to describe yourself?
Okay. Morpheus is a pink-skinned tiefling. He's got kind of these horns that kind of look like a ram. He's got very like bright kind of clothing on, especially by his pants. Very sunset aesthetic to him. Just like this long kind of black hair that comes like over here. Very short, kept kind of like chin strap beard. But he's a very young guy, just kind of very curious about everything.
All right. What are you doing currently? What are you drinking? What have you ordered? No, I think it was ordered for you, if I remember.
Yeah, I think Alva had gotten us just ale.
Yes.
That's right. I got ale for everyone. Thank you.
Alva, describe yourself.
Alva is a half elf, and she is very bubbly, and you can see it from a mile away. Like she gives off these like kind of happy, look on the bright side of life vibes, and she talks quite a lot. She rambles on. She's definitely like pretty comfortable and doesn't really shy from, being herself, which might come across as a bit like quirky sometimes or a bit weird, a bit off. She looks very down to earth. She's wearing these like kind of camouflage-ish clothes, green stuff, and a lot of flowers everywhere and decorations, things like that. She has like huge hair. It's not super like groomed and like fixed. It's a little bit all over the place, and yeah, she's kind of like this free spirit type of person.
All right. Both of you make an insight check for me.
Oh. You know what you were supposed to remind me to do?
Oh, right. Hit punch.
Hit points.
Now that you say it. All right.
Have any of us done that?
Nope.
No. We need to still decide how we handled it. if you go for rolls or not. Oh my god. All right. Cool. All right. So, Morpheus, you just like are amazed by whatever this is. Like you've never tasted anything like it before, and like in the first actually, like the first sip, it didn't taste. It didn't really taste good. Like it nearly burned even. Like it's this very strange sensation as if you like eaten a rotten apple or something. It's like or like if you like apple chew, like you let it too much in the sun, and like it's like. But everyone, like you look around, like other people seem to drink this as well. Albert just seems to enjoy it. So you focus into caution to drink. Alva, on the other hand, like you watch Morpheus drink. You see the halflings, and as you look at the halflings, you see as like one of them, like both of them are actually kind of nervous in your presence. Both seem a bit irritated, and at some point, like one of the halflings just nods to the other, and like the male halfling just leaves the tavern. Well, the lady, which you have been at this point known to, is called Herta. As Herta is like, you two, the last time you were a dog, so you can't do magic? Like, are you a powerful wizard? Like,
Oh, she's the best.
Oh, thanks, Morpheus. I'm really not that amazing. I mean, I can do a couple of tricks here and there. Nothing you have to be scared of, I promise. I was a nice dog, wasn't I, Helga?
oh yeah, yes, very, very nice dog.
Thank you.
I've been coming a lot of times before I figured out that you're not a dog. Is there any special plan you had? Anything you like? What was what did you? How do you say this? What do you plan to do in your life?
Don't worry about it, Hertha. We're just here to see. I mean, you have some good stuff over here. I just had to show my friend Morpheus. He hasn't been here before. He hasn't been anywhere, really, honestly. And we're just really curious about this place. I mean, it's quite idyllic, wouldn't you say? So we're just checking things out. I mean, we're having a good time. Is there a problem? You seem a bit nervous.
Oh no, it's just like not every day I did like strangers come here.
That's true. Well, I apologize for the shock. I hope you're doing okay. I'm still me. I'm still, I'm the same dog you got to know. Very cool and kind. And Morpheus, he's great too. So, yeah, if there's anything I can do to, maybe calm you a little bit.
Just staring up inside, like look at your skin, look at your horns, just stepping a bit away from you, and just like it's more next to Alva, but also not really comfortable there. And with this, like you hear the tavern open, and like two people also in butcher's clothing come in, and like in between you see Hugo, the other one of the halflings. And like them.
Oh, come on, Hugo! Okay, what's the problem? What's going on?
You need to come with us.
Why? We're just enjoying a drink over here, having a good time.
Yeah, you're not from here, so orders are you need to see the constable.
Well, I suppose we don't want any trouble, so what do you say, Morpheus?
I mean, I don't really know where else to go, so I'll just go along where you say.
Yeah.
Really.
We'll tag along then, I guess, if it's such a big deal.
All right, that's good. Like we also don't want any trouble, so that's good.
Yeah, let's avoid that.
And yeah, like they lead you outside, and let's quickly check where you're currently on the map. So I'm using Caliph here as a token of where you currently are. So you're currently here at Frey, which is the Helmet High Sun, and you are being led to. This is new to me. Stay with me. you're being led down here. Across the road, there are two inns basically, 2 and 3, the Helmet Hyson and the Swinging Sword. As you look over, like the Swinging Sword is definitely a bit more luxurious and a bit more like it's just from the outside. It looks cleaner. It looks also like as there are more people inside. But yeah, you go down the road and to your right you see a small Sparrowhawk shrine, which typically every village has at least one. Some even have temples. And go past some shops until you go over here to 11, which is it seems to be some buildings. In the first one you see actually there's a storage front where on the outside just some meat lying around, and you're being then brought to the second building, in which you go in and you go down to a cellar, and the cellar is like completely well, let's take a list. You smell it before you go in. You go in and this stench of, that's not a stench really, but like let's describe it otherwise. Like go in and you see 2 cows just like hanging on hooks, like right next to the stairs. There seems to be a lamb also like on a hook. It seems they're just there for bleeding out and for drying out, and this is also what you can smell. There is a little cage in the back where 2 sheep are currently just like standing, and there's also another big cage which is currently empty, which they currently bring you forward. Like, please, until the constable is there, we don't wanna, no risk, right? You understand us?
That seems a little unnecessary, if I say so myself.
This is no.
She can turn into people. She's a magic user. I'm sorry, but you know, risk is risk.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this is a very nice way of treating animals over here, and not a warm welcome at all. Yeah, I don't know about this.
Please,
gross.
It's like we don't want any trouble. This is.
I mean,
Well, if
you don't want any trouble and we don't want any trouble, can we not just agree that leaving us outside of the cage is the best thing to do?
Yours tastes really good, honestly.
And trust that we'll stay in this room?
Make a persuasion check with advantage because Alva and Morpheus both are like all of you just arguing like we don't want to go into the cage.
Persuasion check,
Yes,
you
please.
say? With advantage?
Yes. Go for it.
Oh, I've forgotten all of my shortcuts for rolling advantage. /R D20 plus
You can actually
2.
go 2d20.
17.
Sorry. Okay. You see as like the 2 let's say low-ranking butchers are like, yeah, what she says makes sense, right? Yeah, they don't seem too dangerous, you know. The elf seems kind of nice. The other elf looks a bit strange, but then like the big lady is like, no exceptions.
I mean...
But we haven't caused any trouble yet, so wouldn't you please maybe make an exception for us? I don't think any of us want to be stuck in here. It's not exactly comfortable and homey, is it? I think you can agree.
Just not in the cage. In the room, I understand, but in the cage...
Absolutely not.
You know, like one of the low-ranking butchers currently speaks up now. And is like, Yalessa, I mean, if you can lock the door to the cellar, it would do the same trick, right? She just looks at him and is like, fine. Just turns around and the two are like going, like one is nodding to you and is like, but please don't touch anything.
Sure thing. I
Of
guess
course
this will
not.
do. The tiles on the wall
good.
are okay, I suppose.
Okay. you go upstairs and lock the door. Anything you want to do?
What is going on?
I have a question. They seem really surprised that you can't turn into an animal. Is that like...
I don't know why they're so surprised, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't think it's weird. I mean, it's not weird, right, Morpheus? Right,
I can turn into
Caleb?
animals.
I
Yeah.
don't think turning into an animal is the strangest thing the three of us can do. No.
Exactly. I don't understand them, to be honest, but I guess it's best to not cause any trouble, but we need to get out of here. I don't want to be stuck here forever.
Caliph immediately starts trying to formulate a plan of how to free the sheep.
All right. While you're doing this, Sishana, you're currently leading a party of 2 from the north into Redlark. The day is currently like it's past noon. It's not in the evening yet, but yeah, you're a bit quicker than you thought in the beginning. So you made some way, pretty good. Can you describe yourself to viewers a bit?
Okay, so Saishana is a very mysterious character. She's part of the Night's Watch. She's got dark hair and dark clothing because she needs to blend in with the dark. I don't want to reveal her race just yet. It's going to be very mysterious for
Just how she
everyone.
looks.
I mean, she's got like tattoos on her face in like sort of rune words all over her
Like a
face.
rapper.
Yeah.
Yes. And yeah, she does magic. Dark magic.
So you see Sishana kind of like huddled in her clothes, even though there's like the sun's up, and she's leading you to the north entrance, and you come by this. Let's actually look at the map here again. Let me
I forgot to mention one more thing. She's also quite the trickster.
Trickster.
So.
You said explain more.
So you're coming in from the top, and you come by to the right. So like there's this stone quarry where people seem to. It's like basically a mine. There's also like a tunnel going into the earth. Yeah, a quarry basically. Some living huts, and it seems that you arrive in this town that is very. It's still rural, but it's also. It's one of the bigger towns you've seen quite a while. This is kind of like the scenery that you're facing. You see there's not a lot of green going on. It's more like a valley scene with some hills, but also not a lot of wood out there. Sun is pretty hot most of the days, even though it's north. And there's a lot of dirt and mud instead of a lot of green. Yeah. To the right, you can see this 3-story inn, where to the left, this is the inn where the Helmet High Sun, where Caliph and the gang has been staying. And yeah, you've been followed by, or not you've been followed, but you've been leading a paladin of the Sparrowhawk to this place. Marcus, can you maybe describe yourself a bit?
Of course. My name is Marcus, and I'm a member of the Order of the Gauntlet, or I'm aspiring to become a member. I'm a paladin, and I'm on this mission. I want to meet up with Imda Relvonder, and he supposedly is currently in a Red Large, and I've got my wonderful new squire with me as well. But for my appearance, I am rather large and have beautiful blonde hair. And could probably stand in front of my current group members to, well, put them into my shade fully. What else is there to say? I think I have a rather confident stride, and I'm looking forward to meeting my destiny in this town.
A little bit behind Marcus trails a little dwarf, Mechthild. You wanna introduce yourself?
So I'm a very, very young dwarven girl. I have red hair and curly and in a messy brain as over her shoulder. And there's one curl in is always falling in his eyes. And she wears a armor in his favorite color, green. And
Babies?
she's a very happy person, and she's a lot of smiling, and yes, that's it.
All right.
Yes.
You have made your way to Red Lodge, and it's not early in the day, but it's also not too late. Anything that you currently want to do?
Perfect time.
Perfect time for what?
For anything, I would say. It's not too early and not too late.
Okay.
So I say to Marcus, was it?
That is my name.
I say to him, Sir, I brought you to Red Lodge. Is this the end of the roads for us? Because
If you are not yet planned out for the near future, I wouldn't mind having you around just for, well, until I find the person I'm here to contact, because I'm not yet sure where we are heading afterwards, but it would be very valuable to me to perhaps have someone as guided as you.
I see. Well, we can arrange that.
It would obviously increase your pay, and yes, I believe the name was Imdar Relvonda, so maybe the town inn can help us out.
Sure, let's go there.
Yeah, it's going up into the kind of like the not to the square or like the crossing, but you see like very quickly that there are two inns, the Helmet Heisan and the Swinging Sword Inn with different quality levels. Which do you prefer?
I look at Marcus. And do you know what kind
as-
of person he is that you're looking for?
Well, he is supposedly. I'll be honest, I don't know very much about our contact person. But as they are so close by, let's just try the one on our left first.
So 2 or 3. Oops.
Number 2.
Number 2.
That's all right.
The swing.
Yes, it is. The other left. Number 2. Number 2 it
I
is.
think this was not a big baby, right? Big girl. Someone's crying, so that's why I'm asking. But I think she's already off. Never mind. All right, cool. So you're going into the Swing Sword Inn. Oh, let me actually. I have like stuff that I can read. So let me do that. There we go. All right, it's number 2. The Swing Sword. Wander north of the Sparrowhike Shrine stands the Swinging Sword. The inn is a 3-story stone structure crowned by a sleep slate roof that bristles with many chimneys. A signboard juts out over the door hanging from chains. It's a 10-foot-long carved wooden scimitar emblazoned with the inn's name in red paint on both sides. An inn yard with stables and outbuildings lies behind the building. As you look at it, the Swinging Sword is welcoming and is luxurious by the area's rustic standard. As you go in, you immediately see like a big hearth, worn draperies and tapestries, and you also see that like one of the barkeeps just goes to one of the wall and opens something. It seems like water just runs out. So like they seem to have running water somehow, which is very interesting. Yeah. As you go in, there's also not that much right now going on, but there are like two, like a maid and like a female maid and What's the opposite of female? A male maid. There we go. What is wrong with me today?
Maid. I don't think maid has a gendered male substitute.
Yeah, so a male maid and a female maid.
Yeah.
Like running around, and there's also barkeep. They're like 3 patrons right now, and as you enter the tavern, like one just like looks around, looks at you. "Oh! I don't believe it. It's Mayfield! Mayfield of the Deathstream Valley! Mayfield of the Deathstream Valley, everyone!" And like the other two is like, "What? Oh, Mayfield! Ah, Mayfield!"
And I try to make me very small and say, hi.
And the barkeep
Nice to meet you.
like there's one of the barkeep or that barkeep currently, which is a human female is coming up, like it runs, like more or less runs to the entrance. It's like, "Oh, it's such an honor. I heard so many tales," and shakes your hand.
Yes. I'm. Nice to meet you. But I think it's not a good time. Yes.
Please
Hello.
sit. Like the first round is on me. Just like take any table.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Oh dear. Oh my goodness.
Well, so excuse me, who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you over there. My name's Kaylessa. I'm the innkeeper of this dare say it, famous inn.
Oh, and you know Mechthild?
Oh no, not personally, but like I heard the stories.
Well, I would be very happy to hear those stories.
Oh, but you travel with her. Like, like you should know all about her.
No, there are no stories. Not yet. Please, not yet.
We only got to know each other very recently.
Yes, but no. I can we make it later? I need a lot of ale for this.
Well, this is not my decision. What do you all think? We should vote.
Vote for what?
If we shall hear the stories now or later.
Later, please, later.
You are voting for later. What about you?
The longer we take to find this person, the more money for me, so let's hear it.
We have a lot. We have no. Wait. We have a lot of time to make this. Please, not today. Please, not today.
Well, I am very sorry. I am not deciding this. It is what the majority wants. So, in the name of Sparrowhawk, I shall say that the right decision is to have this conversation now.
Why?
Let me tell a story.
Okay.
Let me tell my favorite, and then you need to tell me if what of this is true.
Okay. Let's start. But I need ale, please.
Oh yeah. Oh, she rushes off.
And I take my mug and drink it.
Yeah, she's currently like filling up the mugs. Anything you want to discuss until she's back?
Yes, please.
Well. This is an interesting turn of events.
No, it isn't.
Right, she comes back.
It's very boring. It's
free ale.
It's yes.
Okay, Mechthild, you shall have a little bit more time to prepare for this. And so I would like to ask our wonderful host, Innkeep, if you perhaps know of any Imdar Relvonders around this town.
What, the priest? Yeah, well, he's the village priest.
Well, that is very fitting. Thank you. Thank you. That was surprisingly easy.
Sure, like it's like. I mean, oh, now that oh shit. Oh, I think you should. I think you should before you drink here. I think you should report to the constable. It's like you're not from here. Now that I think of it, we could get in trouble. Maybe like now you. Maybe you want to drink this. This is on the house. Maybe you want to finish this drink real quick and then make your way to the constable. Just like to introduce yourself and make sure you're like the village is aware that you're here.
Is this the usual way to enter the city?
Oh well, we're not really a city, right? Like we're just a small village, and you know, unknown can mean trouble. Typically means trouble, so it's like better to know. So you know, the constable just wants to make sure that everything is in order, and
I mean, we won't want to cause you any trouble, so I don't have a problem with introducing ourselves first.
that would be very appreciated. And that means I want to get into trouble. So
But do hold on to those stories for us, will you?
oh yes, please. Like we also have great beds. Like you can have like either a group room, or we can arrange single rooms. We actually have like luxury rooms. We have a lot of Waterheavian nobles coming this way. We could reserve a suite for you.
I don't trust this guy.
That's a she. And
Well,
Oh, it's girl, woman,
yes.
lady.
first, could you perhaps point us towards the constable, and then
All right.
we'll decide later.
Just outside, go to the right, make your way to the south, basically, and after like the first, let's make it easier. I think. Like, let me actually check my numbers. Wait, there you go. It's at yes. All right. You just go past the big crossing where the Keldon path means like the long road. The second building on the right, like there are like 4 small buildings. One is a butcher shop, and behind like the butcher shop, the last building, that's where the current constable lives.
I get up and I walk to her, and I look at her like intimidatingly.
Oh.
I just look at her. Can I tell if she's lying or not? Like there's something up?
Classic.
Insight. What was it? Roll.
Slash roll.
Slash roll.
But D20, not like me.
Yes. That's not bad. You look at her and you feel like she's really excited to just meet, in this case, probably Mechthild. And she seems genuine. She just seems that she actually forgot about this policy, and she just, doesn't want to get into trouble. And she's genuinely sorry for actually shooing you off now.
I just say, okay.
What?
I guess we should make our way to the constable then.
All right. I'll kind of reserve this table for you if you want to. Just give you a spot whenever you want to be like visit this tavern. Can make it your spot if you want to.
Oh, we don't want to take away from anyone.
Oh no, I
But-
asked.
We'll
Mechthild.
gladly take it. Thank you.
Okay. Sure.
All right.
All right. You make your way outside again.
Well, Mechthild, this is an honor to have such a known squire.
No, that's not an honor.
It is not.
Maybe I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think
Shall find out later then.
yes, please later. Please later. Later. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. I won't talk to this, please. Why will you do this to me? I don't like this. I don't like this.
I mean, we don't have to if you are feeling so strongly. But let's discuss it after we met the constable.
Yes. That's a good idea.
All right.
So we head there.
So you're going up there. You're making your way past the butcher shop to the last house, and in front of the house there's like one guy in butcher's clothing, just like standing there, and he's casually smoking something. And as you approach, he's like puts it on the ground, just like tries to go in guard pose or something, and like who goes there?
Hello, good sir. We have come to talk to the constable and announce our arrival.
Oh, that's good. Oh yes, that's good. Yeah, please, come in. And he leads you into a room. It's like it's a bigger hallway. It's like a 2-story building in there, and in the room there are currently 2 people arguing with each other. For one, you see like this mountain of women in full butcher's clothing, and you see a bit of a smaller, like 160 or something, human male who's like just looking up. And he's like you put them in the cage? You serious? And she's like, no, we just locked them into the cellar. Wait, like in your store? Yes, it's what we always do. Like, are you like take me to? Who are you? And he looks at Mechtil, Marcus, and Shana.
We don't want to interrupt any important discussions, but we just came to announce our arrival to this town.
Are they with them? And the butcher's like, oh, they have slipped past me. Sorry.
Is there a place where we shall mark down our names, or?
Oh no, yes, no. We'll let's get the others that also have like there are 2 arrivals today. It seems. Let's get to them. And no, let's not get to them. Can you maybe just bring them here? Please take a seat. Oh, these days, I tell you. Well, you want anything to drink?
We just, I don't need anything. Thank you.
Okay, I don't need anything too.
All right.
So I think so.
Well, Caliph, Alva, and Morpheus, you hear just like this dunk, and then and the butcher lady comes down like, you can come now.
She catches me looking at my right arm.
Yeah, and the right arm, I think you currently have like three lines.
Okay.
Are we going?
Is it time for us to leave this place?
Yes. Constable
Excellent.
will see you now. And as you go out...
See? No problem.
Yes, good. As you go out, like, you catch yourself just, like, sniffing at you a bit, like, and, like, just staying in the cellar, kind of worn off in the clothes a bit. So, it's like, you're not smelling too good, but, I mean, to be totally honest, like, I'm not sure when each of you has washed himself. I think Morpheus is probably the cleanest of you, so, I don't know.
I'll take this over Ocean for now.
You make your way to the constable house, and inside you see like the other 3. So basically, both of your groups converge, and the constable says, the other newcomers, please also take a seat. And he just like stops short and looks at Morpheus. I'm like,
I lean into Morpheus and say, and that is what I meant.
Will you come again?
are you
I
sick?
remember I talked to you before about how people respond to tieflings. Et voila.
So is this one a good one or a bad one in your opinion?
I take a look at who I assume the constable to be,
It's like a smaller man. He's not. It just looks like a man in his 40s, like a bit of a belly, but not much, you know. Seems that he doesn't train every day, but does also slip. Like, it just, I don't know, seems like a normal guy to you.
I say undecided.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
hey, it's you. And she looks at Warforce.
Hi.
Who are you? Why do you look the way you look?
I'm Morpheus. I mean, I don't. The question's a bit confusing because I've always looked like this.
Where from? Where? And then he looks in the crowd. Marcus, Mechthild, and Shanna, he just like ignores for now. He's like, where do all of you come from?
I mean, do you want to take the easy answer or the difficult answer first?
Actually, you know what? I don't even care. Just like, you know, typically we don't have a lot of travel through. And then like I got 6 new people in one day, and 2 of them have pointy ears, and 1 has horns and is pink. So tell me, just like, what's your business in Red Lark?
Well, I butt in and say I'm part of the Night's Watch. I'm just escorting this group here.
And he's like, he's looking at, like, he's nodding to me, like, thank you for your service.
I point to Shoshana and I'm like, we need you. That's fantastic. Yeah.
And
Sorry.
I am the squire. That's all.
And
This
I
is my
am
knight,
the
and I
paladin.
take a
Yes.
fingertip to Marcus. This is my knight. I'm only the squire. I have nothing to say at the moment. I think so. I think that squire have squires anything to say? I don't know. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm so sorry. If I'm nervous, I must talk, and then I think I should
Mechthild,
quiet now.
you
Yes, I
are
should
doing
quiet.
a great job.
Okay, thanks a lot. I'm so sorry. I'm so a little bit nervous, and I take my hair and make so, and I am quiet now. He's the knight. And I
Nice
sit down and make
to meet
nothing.
everyone.
Right.
I do have a high fee, though. Which you could pay me afterwards.
Let's talk about that.
And
One thing at a time.
He looks at Marcus. So you are
Marcus.
the knight.
And currently on the lookout for Imda Relvonda, which I heard is your town priest.
Yes. What's your business in Red Lark?
We are on a mission by the order of the Gauntlet.
Oh, why didn't you say so in the first place?
I was just trying to let you do your very important job.
Oh, thank you, sir. Well, bless you.
Thank you. And we are on this mission, and Imdar is supposed to point us towards the right direction, so we can fulfill our deeds.
Oh, you're the Gauntlet, right? So, have you been appointed to this area? Is this like, are you now at our service?
Not fully. I am still an aspiring paladin. This is my first mission of this kind, to be honest.
Oh, and you see his face goes a bit like, oh well. Was more excited before, but it's still okay.
And I take a look to Morphos and say, "Ooh, that's interesting." And then and I always take a look and look back and look and so. And tip to Marcus. I have seen tieflings, but I've never so close. That's amazing.
Oh yes, we are seeing all sorts of wonderful things on this journey.
Yes, that's great. I love it so much.
All right. Okay. So I got what you're doing. This is good. Like this, we can work with this. This seems everything seems to be in order here. Like we can point you to in there, and I'm sure we this will work out. This is good. But so you free.
Caliph is in the corner just laughing to herself. It's like as soon as he says "you three," she looks up and says, "You're gonna have a difficult time believing this. I guarantee it."
Why? What's so hard to believe about it?
Morpheus, do you want to give our introduction?
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, my name is Morpheus. I'm from the Feywild. So I've never really been around. So it's pretty cool to be here.
Wait. What? Where's this favor?
That's hard to answer.
I don't understand.
So then, Keyleth got I used to tend to a forest, not anymore. It's a long story, but we'll get there. So Keyleth came out of a pond that I was sitting by. She just emerged, and then Elva, and I point over to Elva. She came down from the sky and hit one of my friends, who's a tree, and long story short, we got sent here by a very important person.
Now I look back to the constable and I'm like, see? You
Wait.
couldn't even make it up.
Who is this very important person, if I may ask?
The name he's a count.
That's Urban. Yeah.
There we
He's
go.
a good mate of mine. We're good friends. He's pretty important in the Feywilds, but I don't know if you know him honestly, but he's a good guy. He sent us
Caleb
here.
is still looking at the constable's face.
Where did you say
Sounds like
you came from?
important.
Feywild. It's a beautiful place. It's so gorgeous. Honestly, I wish you could see it. You're missing out. But I never mind. This is a lovely place too.
I come from Silvery Moon.
Have you been there,
This
Mechtild?
is good. I can work with this.
No,
Okay.
I've never been there, but I would see this all. This sounds so great.
All right. So for the record, you three came from Silvery Moon.
No, I came from Silvery Moon via the ocean.
I came from
it's a
Silvery
thing.
Moon.
We found
It's
her.
a
She
thing.
swam to us.
Mechtild also came from Silvery Moon.
Yes, we come from. Yes,
Constable,
I do that.
Where did you come from, Constable?
Constable, I'm going to be very honest with you.
Uno reverse.
Something has gone very horribly wrong. We did not know that we were going to come to Red Lark. We are not planning on staying in Red Lark.
That sounds great. That sounds great to me.
We're still trying to work out what exactly happened. Does Caliph have a strong enough understanding of planes of existence to be able to explain
Make an
the
arcana check for me.
what the Feywild is?
Yeah, I think I kind of check this would be good. History also works. You can choose. I think
Oh.
will be fine.
Oh, I have a +4 in both.
Yeah, I mean, choose the angle you want to approach this kind of. Tell me first.
I am going to take the Arcana approach. The 60.
I mean, so for all the people here, you're not doing a great job. You're doing a great job. Maybe not the best that you could do, but like you could lecture, and like for the normal populace, so to say, it's a decent overview. So all of you kind of learned that the Feywild that Caliph speaks is kind of like an overlay over the plane that you're living here, and with plane, like she means just the earth you're standing on, and there's like an imaginary dimension, other dimension place that kind of looks the same, and but there's everything forest, and everything is fairy creatures and stuff, and she also explains a bit that like somehow you have been crossing over from this, and she gives a bit of an introduction how this works. Some of you phase out for a bit because it sometimes gets a bit too complicated, but you all kind of get the idea of what a Feywild is.
And then I look to the constable and I'm like, I hope that explains something.
I mean, yes, but it also doesn't solve my problem.
What exactly is your problem?
Are you going to make trouble here? Like, what can you expect? What can I expect from you being in my village?
I mean, we don't intend to cause trouble. I don't think. I look to Alva and Morpheus.
No, absolutely not.
However, you should be aware that the Feywild behind us was kind of setting itself on fire and drowning at the same time. So if that happens here, it's going to be bad for everyone. And that's why we were sent here. We were sent here to work out what's going on, what's going wrong there, and whether or not it's going to affect here.
So, Constable, maybe I could ask you a question. You know, Red Lark, of course, lovely place. We wouldn't want to, anything bad happening to it, right? Just like you said, no trouble, all that fun stuff. Have you maybe noticed anything out of the ordinary lately? Anything?
Apart from us.
Apart from us, yeah, not us. But, nature, things happening, stuff like that. I don't know, you spoke about a problem. Maybe it has something to do with that?
Well, I was just wondering, perhaps the Great Sparrowhawk has set our paths to align in this town, because the priest that we are supposed to meet is probably the most knowledgeable of all these things you just talked about. So why don't you, join us and talk to this priest?
Sounds great, but maybe we should hear what the constable has to say.
I mean, when you say it like this, I'm not sure what's up in the Feywild, but we had earthquakes lately. Sometimes there is a bit too much rain, and then there's a bit too much heat. So, weather seems to be a bit out of control lately.
Yeah, those are bad signs, and that's what we are here to look at.
Why are you doing this again?
Because someone asked nicely.
We're nice. We're super nice. We promise.
Because Lord Sparrowhawk, God Sparrowhawk, put us on this path. And the Order of the Gauntlet obviously thinks this is a good idea, so I would not dare question their decision making.
Alright. I mean, you seem like capable people. I mean, see the sword. I mean, Nightwatch, obviously, if you're involved in this immediately, like a paladin and a member of the Nightwatch, that's some credibility right there. I mean, you three are a bit of wild card, I have to admit. But I mean, you don't look like. I mean, I've seen worse, Even though we have some, I think I need to sleep over your story, but I don't know if only a bit of it is true. You know what? You know what we do? You're welcome in Red Lark for a while. But if you want to stay here, I wanna see you not just hanging around the tavern and I don't know, doing some funky shit with the locals. We had a bard lately that just came through here, and he just drained the people of money with some drinking games and stuff. Well, he doesn't do that anymore, let's say. So be proactive, be nice, like maybe help out like the village where you can, and we all will be fine. And if you indeed dear paladin, if you can maybe help investigate what's going on, like we look like this, right? It's no secret. Times are hard, but sometimes I feel like Red Lark is just got the worst of it. You know, knights have been problematic since I don't know, at least the last 10 years, more probably than. It's like actually I can remember more time with the knights as they're currently as before, and now also lately on the day, like you hear rumors of strange stuff happening. Like actually, there's a very specific thing. Like if you want to prove yourself like to the village, that would be like if you can take care of that problem, then it would kind of like see immediately like how tough you are, so to say. I'm sure Imda would agree that this would be like the the best use of a young man like you.
And where would we find more information on this problem?
Oh well, actually, like I just heard rumors. If I'm pretty sure that like some of the town people can point the direction. I just know that there's something is like people vanish, and I heard some kids see skeletons on the day.
That is not good.
The problem is that we don't have people to investigate. Like, but like since like it seems you're like a capable group, you could maybe take care of the problem. And like, obviously there would be rewards, and like we could negotiate free staying. And I'm sure.
Speak no further. If there is trouble or any possibly negative effects around this village, then we shall do our utmost best to help you out.
I would have expected.
And the good people of Red Lodge.
Well, thank you, sir. That seems very kind. I'm not sure if like is this an agreement that maybe all of you could get behind, because then I would sleep way safer at night, and like you would obviously have earned the trust of Red Lark, right? So seems like a win-win situation. He looks
Just look over at Elbow.
It does seem as though the universe is rather pushing us in the same direction at the moment.
Nah, who would railroad?
Caliph looks at Sishana, as like with the questioning eyebrow of, is this on your payroll?
As long as I get paid for the amount of days I've helped, then sure.
I mean, she's under your wing, I guess, Mr. Paladin. Otherwise, I would need to negotiate now, I think.
Oh, this is, I believe, fine.
All right. Good. That's good. Yeah. Then I guess he looks at the butcher woman and is like, "Yeah, Yalessa, please just don't bother them anymore. Can you do it for me?" It's like, all right. But if they do funky stuff, then we'll be there. Yeah, that's fine. Like, sure, do your job. Just don't, just be nice. Can you do that? Like, sure.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you anything like where you stay right now? There are like three good places they can recommend, like the Helm, the Singing Sword, and Mara Yolantes is also. I mean, she's a bit of an odd woman, but
I recommend having a bath at Mara Yolantes. That was refreshing. Yes, that's how we ended up here.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure either.
We woke up there.
He goes to notebook.
I
just
can
scribble something down.
Magic.
recommend the swinging sword because
We got a
the
table
innkeeper
there.
was very generous and offered us even more than just a table.
Okay. I mean, Alva, aren't you friends with the small people in the other place?
Yeah, Hugo and Hertha, they're the best. Kinda. Yeah,
I
they
wasn't there
kind of
for that,
sent
never
us
mind.
here, but they're nice, I think. Yeah, they're nice. Lovely.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if you could like test the pick. It seems you've been around actually, and it just gives you a side look at Yalessa, and please and maybe like settle in a bit, and if like I don't know if you can find out if some of the rumors are true, and like if you can find the source of whatever, like basically threatens with people, and that would be really appreciated.
Thank you. Thank you, Constable, for your words of knowledge and your time. And I think now it is time to decide and take a vote on if we should see Imda first, straight away, or if we shall rest up first.
Are we deciding now?
Right now.
Oh,
I mean, we
okay.
had a long journey.
We rested here last night, but if you need rest, then rest. I guess.
I am
That might give
surprisingly
us
energized.
that might give us time to find out some more about all of this strange stuff that's going on. Listen to the rumors, etc.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I do feel the priest will know most of it, and I think it will be our most important source of knowledge. But if you feel differently, we can also first listen what the people have to say.
Might as well kill two birds with one stone, right?
I agree, and
You
it's
rest.
always nice
Those
seeing
that don't need
locals.
rest, speak to the locals. We can confirm what they know with the priest.
If that is what the majority wants, then so shall be it.
Well, shall we go to, I don't know, one of the inns? We haven't been to. I think there was two, and I would not mind going and talking to some people. I mean, we said hi to Hugo and Hertha, and now it's maybe time to go somewhere else. Have you been anywhere cozy?
Oh, yes. The swinging sword seemed very inviting because somehow my squire's been recognized multiple times. And excuse me. The innkeep was very friendly and welcoming, and was just a fan of us and our appearance. So
he liked
yes.
my red hair. He liked only my red hair. His favorite color is red.
A fan of red hair, and she was just super
I'm very
jealous.
red. You can look at me. I'm so red. You are never seen this red
Red.
before. I think
As a sunrise.
It's a very bright color.
Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
So, shall we make our way there?
Seems
Let's
good.
go.
Anything is better than being put in a cage with some dead animals and sheep.
Yes.
Look at the constable.
I'm sorry about that.
Sure, want to get out of here. I walk out the door, and when I walk out, I want to pat Miss Jalisa on the head and give her a smile and walk out.
As you do that, like she's just like, "What are you doing? Keep your hands to yourself."
Shrug
Oh.
and walk outside.
I will pass by her myself, and I remember we had taken food last we were in the Feywild, and I will just take a couple of berries, just hold it out.
Just looks at you.
Very good.
Can I have?
Oh, yes. I just take a few and I
Ooh,
take it.
thanks a lot. Oh, I love berries so much. Thanks. And I take a berry
I
and
don't take gifts from strangers.
Well,
Oil spore.
okay. Well, I will have some if you change your mind, and I'll just put it away.
Alright.
they are delicious.
Alright. So, you go outside, and I mean, Red Lark is yours.
Let's burn it.
So, how does this work?
Oh.
There's like numbers in all the buildings. This is where you can go. You can obviously go to the other stuff, but there's nothing there. So, that's fine. So, you know. Up to you. You're currently at 11.
Was 16 the church?
What time of the
No,
day
one.
is it?
One was the shrine. It's not a church.
One was the shrine. Okay.
What time of the day is it?
I would say it's around 4 in the afternoon.
Pitch black, basically, outside.
No.
No.
Well, should we chat up some locals, maybe? I suggest.
I think doing that in the inn is probably the best bet.
I agree.
I suggest we go there so I can just sit down and rest.
Sounds
Great.
good.
Great suggestions.
So, where are you going?
I think to the swinging sword.
Right.
Mhm.
Swinging sword it is.
Okay. As you make
Look at us being able to come to a quick decision.
Wow.
As you make your way to this, like as you go inside the swinging sword inn, the woman behind the bar immediately is like, "Oh yes, please. Oh, you brought friends. Well, I just like I pull this table and she just pulls another table and just makes it bigger and like pulls seat in there and like, oh, please. What can I get you? Have you talked to constable?
Yes.
Good.
Anything strong to drink.
He was
Sure.
very happy.
That's good. All right.
By the way, and I just take her to the side for a second. By the way, maybe please keep the topic of my squire out of the conversation for now. She felt rather uncomfortable talking about it, so we can cover it later when we're in private again. I'm very interested, obviously, still, but
Sure.
I don't want to put any more pressure on her in front of the new people.
I thank you so much. I will say you everything, but
Sure.
I
I'll bring you
hate
drinks.
these stories so much.
Thank you.
Okay. She brings a round of drinks, and in seeing that she's not, like, they're not getting stories, she just serves some other patrons and she just keeps an eye on you from distance.
Can we look around and see what kind of people are in
Yes.
the inn?
Alright, so make a perception check for me and see what details you see.
Yes.
As always, we do like 2 people can roll on the same thing, but not more.
Ooh, I could do it.
That's good.
No,
Yay.
Yeah. Let's see what more first rolls.
oh,
As usual. Alright.
just looking at everyone else at the tables.
Yeah. All right. So you see, there is, as I said, two maids. One seems to be in half, like the lady is a half elf, and the other one is a half orc. And the half currently just like seems to like do some like origami or something, because like this, like, she just handles the free patrons that there except you, just single-handedly. There's not much for him to do, so he's just doing his thing. And the free patrons itself, it seems to be an older, well, not older, like gray hair, pretty strong human, and since you have rolled really high, it seems to be his son, because you can like just from the face and from like how they how they smile and everything, they just look very similar. So you probably think there's like a father and son sitting there and drinking some beers. And then on the other hand, there's also another human just sitting on a separate table alone, drinking some wine and reading a book or something. It's like not a big book, but yeah. But he's very well dressed, like very well dressed.
Okay. I'm intrigued by the origami half orc doing his thing. I want to go up to him and be like, "Ooh, that's so pretty! What are you doing?"
Yeah. Trying this new technique a traveler showed me. It's like you take a piece of paper and you like make animals out of it. It's like magic, but I can do it too.
So cool. That's amazing. You're so great at it. What brings you to Red Lark?
I'm living here.
Ah, I see. So, how's your day going? How are things? What's the business in Red Lark? What's happening around here?
Well, I mean, you knew. That's interesting. Currently waiting until business picks up. So just enjoying the quiet for a bit.
All right. What kind of business are you doing around here?
I'm working here. I'm serving drinks and food. You need anything?
Oh, right. If I need food, I'm good. I have some lovely drinks. They're really lovely. Thank you. So, I mean, you work here. You must hear all kinds of talk. I mean, the origami thing that you learned. Anyone speak about things happening in Red Lark? Maybe some weird things. I don't know. I've heard some rumors. Are they true?
What rumors?
Oh, the occasional earthquake, rainfall, things like that.
Oh yeah.
What's up with that?
Well, that's pretty strange, lady. So, it's picked up over here now, I think. But priest says can't do anything, so you don't worry.
Okay, so what about other people? I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of theories as to what's going on. Anything in particular strike you as interesting?
Why you ask?
I don't know. I'm just really curious about these things happening. I haven't heard about things happening around these parts, and I just wanted to know, sit here,
Okay.
What can I expect?
Sure. Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh. Ew. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
You're rolling
I'll take
great
it.
today.
Yay!
Alright, she's like, I mean, you look really nice. And she just offers you an origami sworn. Like, this for you.
Thank you. It's so cute. I love it.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of stuff is happening. I mean, it's typically we're quite a quiet village, but I don't know. Sometimes I think like, I don't know, strange things are going on here. It's you hear like sometimes when you look to the southwest, like where the Sambar Hills are, it's like past like I don't know 3 years ago, like children went there, just like picking flowers there, and like I don't go there anymore. Sometimes you see like just lightning just hitting there in the hills. Sometimes like hot winds coming from there, even though typically like cold winds, come from that direction. And then like people I mean, like, I don't believe this shit, but people say there's like fell magic going on over there, you know, just some violent, evil mages doing crazy stuff to mess with the weather, like absolute horseshoe if you ask me. But you know, people make up stories if they're bored.
Wow, how about that? So, southwest beyond the mountains, crazy mages, thunder. That's what people talk about.
I mean, lately people talk about something very else, but like it's just like the old talk. Like the new talk is actually, this can actually be something. I'm not sure. I'm not as stupid as to look myself, but people say there's a necromancer in the mountains. Like very south there. They see dancing skeletons during the day. It's a great story if you tell me. But kids say
that's a great story.
Kids say it's true. I mean, kids say a lot of things, but the kids really look
They
scared.
do.
So I don't know. Could be true. As long as it doesn't come here, though. Stay outside of the village. You're good with me.
I see. I mean, that's very intriguing. Who has spoke of this, if you don't mind me asking? Is there
kids?
anyone in particular, other than kids, that talk about this?
Well, I don't know. I've heard from the kids, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. What do you want to know the name of the kids or?
Maybe, yeah, sure.
I think it was the let me quickly check my list. I think it was one of the Drauf kids.
Where would I find this kid?
Oh,
I'm sure not at the inn, probably.
Oh, at the Drauf Fine Poultry.
Oh.
It's like a store, like sell chickens and stuff.
All right. Okay, gotcha. Oh, that's amazing. I mean, thank you so much.
Great, like
I do.
We have 2 poultry stores here in Red Lark. And
Oh,
the fine
wow.
poultry stores, like that's the one the travelers go to. But like the locals never go there. Locals, we go to I always check. We go to Mandivers Poultry. That's the
Mandivers. All right. What's so special about Mandivers?
I don't know. Not sure what she feeds the chickens, but they're really tasty.
Nice. I mean, thanks for the tip. I mean, now I know where to go find lots of things. Some great poultry. I mean, you can never go wrong with that, right?
Yeah. We'll serve some here if you want to.
Oh, really? Maybe I'll try some later. That would be cool.
Sure.
You know what? Thank you so much for your time. And thank you for this beautiful origami. And can I use, like, Druidcraft or something to, like, make a little flower or something to give it to him? 100%. Stick it behind his ear.
It's like
and tell him it suits him. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, you can do magic.
It's a little trick of mine. It's not like the mountain crazy magic. I mean, look at this flower. It suits you really well. Just use it as a beautiful accessory. I think you look great. You're welcome.
I like you.
I like you too. I do. I mean, this is a lovely place. I think I better go talk to my friends over there. They're all great too. Maybe I'll see you around.
Puts up another paper and starts folding.
Okay. I go over back and I want to tell everyone about basically that I talked to one of the orcs that live here. And I tell them about the rumors and the kids and the skeletons and the necromancy. And I say, that's pretty wild, isn't it, guys?
It is. Can I go to Morphos?
He sits there,
yeah?
Yeah. I go to Morphos and say, can I have another berry, please?
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I take a few. I just hand it out to you.
I take it and can I touch your skin, please? only touch.
Okay.
And I take his hand and you're so warm and your color is so beautiful. I love this pink. That's great.
Thank you.
Is it okay if do you smell like berries always, or only if you had the berries in your hand?
I'll get back to you on that. It's a bit of a tough question. It's yes and no.
I'm okay. It's so interesting. I've seen tieflings, but never so close, and that's so interesting. And I would see everything, and it's, I'm so happy to meet you.
Thank you. I've never met a human so small. It's very interesting to me as well.
No. I'm not a human. I'm not a small human. I'm a dwarf. You know these grumpy folk that's always that's only making blacksmith, and it's boring. You know.
No, but I know now. I mean, I knew Elva. She's an elf. I knew. Well, I know one of my friends. He's a centaur. I know the lady who raised me. She's a furbolg, and there were some elves. There were some pixies. You know,
Like Sishana,
just
Marcus, and Mechtil, like this is like whatever he talks, like you've never heard of these races.
I've never seen Plixleys and Thera box and that's what I've never met this. I've seen tieflings, but not so close, you know, and humans and dwarves. Ah, lot of dwarves everywhere. Dwarves. No, you don't know. But I think we will have more time, and then I. Is it okay if I talk to you and you will tell me everything?
oh yeah, that sounds okay.
Thank you so much. But sometimes I've have problems. You know I'm a dwarf, and you know I sometimes the common speak it's you know it's very hard for me. It's a shitty common, you know.
Oh,
I am so sorry if I speaking strange for you. You know what
it's
I mean?
okay. I can speak other languages. I can speak I can speak Druidic. I can speak Infernal, and I can speak. And I say my name is Morpheus in Infernal.
While you're doing this, Sishana, and also Marcus, I think you two currently probably, you know, watch this a bit. I see you look to the other table where the son and the father sit, like they give you the eyes like the whole time, like you know, like not like they don't stare at you, but like always like.
I stay back.
As you step back, they're just like you know.
I'm just like,
Shana,
Look.
what do you think? Shall we just invite those people over here? They seem very curious.
I don't know. We already have this new group here. And you want to invite more?
The more, the merrier.
I don't think so. They're giving us a funny look. I don't think it's a friendly look.
I thought they were just curious because they've never seen such a unique group, but maybe you're right.
And I'm like still sitting there at the table with my feet on the table, leaning back.
All right, anything you want to do here? It's like late in the afternoon.
Are any of this group drinking?
I'm
Like-
I'm drinking.
Taking like
Yeah.
small sips every now
Okay,
and then.
well, they didn't see me do this, but what is this one called? The
Dissertation.
Prestidigitation.
Yes, that's one. And I'm gonna create like the best flavor they ever tasted before in this drink that they drinking so that they order more.
All right.
Mm-mm.
I mean, if you want
If
to
they
do it
order more, then I
stealthy,
do it again.
you need to do it stealthy. Like it has
Under the table, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Make a stealth check for me and see like because you also need to whisper. You know, it has like semantic and verbal components. So like do a gesture probably and like whisper something. So you need to.
I do it when they're not looking at me.
Sure. That's what I'm saying. Like make a stealth check. Let's see how stealthy you're doing this.
We have to do stealth, man.
Yeah, not bad. I think generally, like, what's the if someone has a passive perception higher than 15, or like equal and higher than 15, you notice like Zishana doing that. Other than that, it's just goes past.
Just miss it.
I wanted to turn and talk to Lashana and Marcus, actually, both of them.
Other than that, all of your drinks.
But I don't. Yeah,
Good, real good.
drinks are
Good
delicious. Yeah.
stuff.
I didn't know that ale could taste like strawberry.
I think we should order another round.
The maid, the half of maid, long blonde hair, blue eyes. Like the dress is like you feel like intentionally cut a bit shorter where it counts. And yeah, she's like, oh, sure, what can I bring to you? Another round?
Bring them another 2 rounds.
Sure, it's all right, sure. She goes off and like.
Is someone paying for these drinks?
Yeah.
I'm sure. Because we have a table, we'll be fine.
Yes.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I have a question. And I just look at everyone else that isn't Kalith or Alva. So what animals do you guys turn into?
Animals do what?
You know, I can turn into an animal, Alva can turn into an animal.
Can your other friend turn into an animal?
That's
I
a good question.
sometimes-
I never checked.
I sometimes dream that I am a hawk.
If I'm drunk, I'm snoring like a bear, but I think that's not the same.
Okay.
I think so.
Other than
No?
that,
For the record, I do not turn into an animal.
Nor do I.
But if I have a choice, I think I would be a squirrel.
good choice.
That's a good choice.
It's funny. It's fluffy and it's very very rush. You know, it's hopping and it's free. It's great. And
Just be careful not to spontaneously combust in front of Morpheus.
Yeah, I
Apparently,
actually
that's a thing.
okay. Okay. Good. So
Alright.
and
So
now
you came here by road, you three,
Yep.
Yes.
with a
We
member
had-
of the Night Watch. So
That's me.
in the time I've been away, the situation hasn't got any better on the roads.
Oh, our
As in,
rebels.
the Night Watch is still necessary.
That is true. That is true. And we are always very thankful for their service.
Indeed.
I just have a smirk on my face as they say that.
She actually did a very great job guiding us here. We did encounter a very curious tree. It spoke to us, and
Didn't you give it a name?
yes, we gave him a name.
mhm,
It was Tom, or no? I can't
I
remember.
think it was Tom.
It was Tom. Yes, it was Tom. I think so.
Tom sounds about right.
Is that another friend of yours, Morpheus?
Well, I've not been here, so probably not.
I mean,
it was
if
it
we
was
can
it was
come
a
here
oak.
from the Feywild, then so can trees.
It
Nothing's
was a
impossible.
it was a very big oak, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he was very nice, and I give him a hug, and I was saying that it's a good tree, and I give him shit, die kommen. Ich hab ihn heute tätschelt, was das? I don't know this shitty word. You know.
Drunk. Pet.
Yes, I took
Yes.
I took this nice tree.
And it was a very new tree. I mean, the tree obviously was already quite old, but
This is never
the way
speak
it spoke was.
First time speaking.
First
Mhm.
time speaking. Yes, it's right. This is what he said. This was his first time
Mhm.
that he speak
I
to.
have a suspicion forming. As we said to the constable, when we were in the Feywild, the weather there, the elements there were very extreme. Which is why I asked whether something like that had happened here. And then we were told about the earthquakes and the hot temperatures and the rain, and now this talking tree, or this tree that became able to talk. I fear that the barrier between planes of reality might be thinning.
That sounds very serious.
The magic of the Feywild suddenly appearing in Redlark, that was this normal village that had nothing special about it before necromancy and extreme weather and talking trees.
But the talking trees sounds nice, but necromancy sounds not so nice. It sounds very moldy and stinky and not great. I think so.
I agree.
Yeah, necromancers are the worst.
Nah.
Yeah. Oh, you okay? Nah, it's a very good subscribe for this.
They don't all have to be bad.
They don't all have to be bad. To assume otherwise would be dangerous.
Necromancy is not always moldy and stinky.
I couldn't possibly say. I can't say I've ever known any necromancers other
Me
than by
neither.
reputation.
We will see. I think so.
Maybe you're sitting on the table, a bit chatting. Time goes on. Slowly getting later. See,
Are
Shannon,
these guys still drinking?
at some point, like in your head, like you hear, soon.
And I just put my head to the side like this. Just want these guys. I'm just thinking to myself, I need these guys drunk.
I must say, this is quite the exciting occasion for my first quest, if I may say so myself. I am, well, obviously looking forward to fulfilling my destiny, or our destiny, but planes emerging sounds
It's just a theory.
a good one, if I may say so. But
While they're distracted, I'm gonna do the same thing to their drinks.
Still
Like-
feeling-
I really look forward to meeting the priest tomorrow or later.
I catch that one.
So do I.
Everyone catches it.
Uh-oh.
How can they see me while they're talking?
It's a perception.
It's the
One thing is
murmuring of the lips.
eyes, and the other one
It's
is
the
ears.
murmuring of the lips that we catch.
Basically, everyone has wisdom over 10, I think, should be able to see you, which is everyone. So.
What are you up to there, Saishana?
Nothing.
That's
That's all you're gonna
totally
get from me.
believable.
She sometimes whispers to herself.
I pointedly
need to-
take another sip of my drink.
Just need to talk to myself to keep myself sane, you know?
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I talk to myself all the time.
See?
And
Oliver gets it. I think Oliver and I
Sometimes
gotta be good
I'm-
friends.
And sometimes I'm singing only for me.
That's very
Makes sense.
joyous. Very joyous indeed.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm kind of
drinks-
like talking in my head saying, I don't think they suspected much.
drinks go good this evening. Like even more for like in the beginning, like it didn't like taste really, but suddenly like drinks are really good. Like go easily.
very good.
Cool. I mean, just everyone at this point, just make a Constitution saving throw. Just let's see.
Including me?
Morpheus, you do it with disadvantage.
Our power's
Okay.
going out
Ah,
soon.
yes, Shishana, you're fine. Yeah, Morpheus is. You feel it, man.
Oh,
No.
Forest hasn't.
Wee.
Is this session really going to end with us all getting hammered in the tavern again?
It's a good question.
Uh-oh.
Straight back to it, everyone!
I thought it
They
could
could
make
be
it
gone.
like I don't know, like into the beginning of a battle or something. But I've given that up like half an hour ago or something. So
They could be gone any second now, right?
yes,
Yeah.
There they go.
that was on point.
Yeah,
that
that was
Fascinating.
so well
Exactly.
timed.
Oh my
I
god.
love how his light behind him turned
Yes.
off before.
Yeah.
Really cool. Okay, so
Oh
like just
no.
to explain, like they are living in South Africa and they're doing load shedding, which means that just like the lights just go out. It's like and like with that also stream obviously. So this is where we end tonight's session. We are currently getting drunk in a tavern, it seems.
Welcome to campaign 3, everyone. We're
Woo.
back.
Off to a good start.
Next time there will be maybe undead, maybe battle, maybe dark secrets of Red Lark. What? Who
I
knows?
think that Saishana's gonna kill us all in our sleep, and
Maybe.
I'm
campaign 4
scared.
will start.
Maybe. We'll see what they will uncover next time. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It will be the next Tuesday. Yeah. Until then, enjoy your week and I wish you all the best. So, good night. Bye.